Thank you so much, Talia Racel, for that advice. But yes, true, G, most people, all we want is financial freedom. But we fail to realize that in order to get there, we need to practice financial discipline. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you will fail. But what matters is that you keep on trying until you don't give up.
Yeah, I think it is so true. Now, this morning, we put another question out to you, Mzansi. And I also put it out to the rest of the studio. And we're asking you to fill in the blanks in the hopes that we can learn something from each other. And I think this morning's question is such a pertinent one that really, truly makes you think. Now, we asked you the question to complete the following sentence. When it comes to my money, my one rule that I never break is what?
Ooh.
Yeah, one rule that we never break. Now, let me just paint a picture for you, because I went around the studio asking a few guys and gals as well. No one seems to have a definitive answer. And I think therein lies one of the biggest problems when it comes to saving and actually acquiring a reason to save. We don't have a why, which is so important. I mean, what are you saving for? If you don't know why, you inevitably going to fail, in my opinion. I don't know. What would your answer be in this scenario?
I never touch Luca's savings accounts. I put money in every month. And sometimes, you know, at the end of the month, it's like, oh, I just need that 100 rand here.
Yeah.
And that is my one rule, is that I never touch his savings account, because, I mean, that is what keeps me motivated, because I know that I need to save for financial freedom for him, for his schooling career or anything. So that is my one rule. What about you?
I like that, and I think I'm very similar. It's not maybe for Luca, it's just for myself.
For
Hawken, yeah. But I literally have, like, I call it an emergency fund or emergency money. It's that surety that in the inevitability that something could, and everything goes wrong at once, and I mean, we've been living through moments like that already. I've been in a situation where I had nothing and I had to unfortunately rely on other people. And I said to myself, my goal is to never rely on anybody else. I need to be more self-sufficient and independent. And what that meant was creating this emergency fund so that I get in a situation where the president mentions another lockdown's coming through and I no longer have a job. At least I have this surety, which allows me to just be a little bit more emancipated in the way I move around in my daily life. So I think having that surety, having emergency, a saving or anything, even just a goal as to what you're working for is important. And that's that one thing that we must never compromise on.
And I love that you said that you need to understand your why, because once you know your why, it just makes it easier for you to save towards that again.
Otherwise, why am I saving this 20 bucks? I'll spend it. I've got no reason to save.
Spend it on us. But let's see what everyone on social media is saying with regards to this question. So we obviously pose this question on our social media. We have...
Safa. First up says, try to work wisely. All right, I think that's important for anybody making some cash. Make the most of it. We've also got Jordan Tui saying, to pay my future self by saving. Right, that's something she never compromises on. I love that. We've got Mike Alhouse right in the building saying to never buy a luxury item on credit. If you can't buy it with cash and you don't need it, don't buy it. I like that.
I love it. If you don't need it, don't buy it.
That's a good rule to live by. I like that one, actually. And then we've got Ruan Sevilla saying shopping, 100% love buying fashion items. So what does that mean? Do you not compromise on the shopping? Or
you just buy fashion items? Do you buy one expensive item? Please elaborate for us that we can understand as well, you know?
Yeah, of course. Now, like we said, if you want financial freedom, then you need to be filling and obviously willing to practice good financial practices too. But we want to see what you guys are doing. So let's check out some more of these comments and see if you guys are practicing exactly that.
So Tatum says, good morning, Expresso family. When it comes to money, my one rule that I never break is don't spend your savings.
Stay
yes, girl,
woke to avoid going broke. Look at that hashtag. Oh, you own the day. Stay woke to avoid going broke. I like that.
I'm stealing that.
But just like we were discussing now, I think it's so important. Again, savings. You need that emergency money because life throws you these moments where you need emergency money.
Yeah, so for sure. Life is an emergency. Do we have some more comments that came through?
Let's check it out. Yeah, we've got Heinrich January says, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, when it comes to my money, my one rule that I never break is 25%. And I've heard this, and I don't know exactly what it means, but there's these theories of you get a 70-30 rule, you get a 75%, 25% rule. It's whatever you're making and spending. Let's say I get 100% of my income, right? 100 Rand. 75 Rand of that I use to live, survive, okay? My rent, my food, a child's bills, etc. You need to aim for 25% of your income to not be spent on your livelihood and to be put away for a rainy day. So he's obviously saying the 20% rule means 20% of everything that he makes in the month, he's keeping and saving for a rainy day. And the 70% he's using that budget every month to kind of just survive and live and get through it.
Sometimes it's easier said than done. I mean, in an ideal world, we'll all be able to live a 75-25, but with times that are so tough right now, it's difficult to take 25% and just put it away to save. But
so true.
And
but I
that's
mean,
a good one.
great rule, and I think that 20% is just another reason and a way of us saving, which is so important for everybody right now. I'm loving these comments, by the way, Mzansi. Thank you so much for coming through. We've got Shania Nicole O'Connor says, to never spend it all. I hope so.
I hope so. I hope so.
really
Teach
hope
us
so.
your way. And then Lena Peterson says, be realistic whether you can afford something. Rather save up for something you want than binge spending.
So
true. Stay in your lane. Stay in your financial lane.
I've lived in that scenario for far too long now where I'm like, oh, I should have done this and I could have. I should have. I could have. Never mind that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Now is the time to save. Yes.
There you go. And again, like Raul said, if you want financial freedom, then you need to be willing to practice financial discipline.
Yes.
And to the youth of Mzansi, if you're looking to start taking your financial journey to the next level, then Nedbank wants to be there for you. Now visit their dedicated YouthX platform for all the tools, resources, and masterclasses to guide you. All you have to do is visit unlocked.me, and it's all yours right at the dial.
20%, 25%, what you saving?
Indulge your desires. Be swept away by the fragrance of dissent. Take the plunge into impulsive spending until you find yourself deeper and deeper drowning in debt. In this world of temptation, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?